Welcome back to Steve and Rant's 8. Today, we're going to be talking about the one thing that's going to make you successful. And it's sure discipline's important and, picking the right niche is important, but fuck that. That's not what we're going to be talking about today. We are going to be talking about being delusional. Yes, you need to be delusional, especially in your 20s. If you're 20 years old and you're not delusional to an extent, then you have a problem. Because being delusional means that you believe in something that the probability of it happening is very slim. But with business and with life and with self-improvement, the more you work on it, the closer you'll actually get to that thing. And the more delusional you are, the more determined you'll be. And also the more you'll have the ability to prove it to other people earlier on in the stages of the business. Right? Like I literally will not know if anything that I'm doing right now matters until like 5 years down the line. You have to be delusional to an extent. To where other people kind of think you're a little fucking, you know, other people think you're fucking crazy. You need that. If other people don't think that you're crazy and what you're doing is like weird, then you're not doing it right. Right? You have to be delusional enough to think that the girl you're going to go talk to is going to give you the time of day. But you have to be delusional to believe this shit will work. Almost crazy. If you have doubt in your mind and you think that it's not going to work and you're like completely sane, then you're not going to succeed. You have to be crazy to an extent to get any of this shit done. And I'll tell you another thing too. You're gonna have to make a lot of sacrifices to get to a position where you're happy with your life and what's surrounding you. I promise you, because there's a good chance the people you're friends with now are not the right people for you. They're not the people that are going to get you to where you want to be. Because you are friends with those people for a reason. You are friends with them now. If you're friends with them now and you're not where you want to be, those same people are not going to help you get to where you want to be. So bam, sacrificing friends, sacrificing free time. I don't believe in free time. I think that's stupid. There's a difference between existence and living, right? Existence is when you just kind of go through the day using your lizard mind, which is basically your id that just has like wants, needs, and desires, and you're constantly chasing anything you can do to get your hands on whatever you want. And you're worried about pleasure. That's the lizard brain. The intellectual brain is the brain that works hard every single day to achieve a certain goal, no matter how they feel. And if you're purpose driven, if you have a purpose and you have something to do with your life, and you read your purpose every day out loud and you say it to yourself over and over and over and over again, when it's time for you to sit down and watch TV, you won't want to do that because it doesn't align with your purpose. You need to make decisions that align with your purpose always. That's what will happen. So, bam, now you have to sacrifice the things you did in your free time. I will say, it's not like you can't relax. But just know your competition is not relaxing. And over time, if you get into self-improvement in business long enough, you'll get to this point where it's just like, I literally can't do anything else because while you're doing other things, it'll just eat at you. I'm not doing the things I'm supposed to do. I'm not doing the things I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not doing the things I'm supposed to be doing. And it'll just eat at you over and over and over again. And that's what happens when you become delusional. Because you'll be so fucking in, so deep that you couldn't even think about turning around. Because like there's no other option. Did you know that actually having a plan B lowers your probability of having plan A happen by like 50%? Seriously, it lowers that possibility by 50% because you've already made it clear in your mind that you could fail. I'm not failing. I will not. And if you tell yourself that I will not fail, I'm the man, I can do what I want to do, I can do anything in this world, no one's going to come save me, and you get angry at your situation, you will succeed. But that comes with delusion. You have to have an extent of delusion to think that this shit's going to work out. Because if you're not delusional, this is what's going to happen. You're going to fucking quit. You're going to get to the hard part and you're going to quit. And I'll tell you this, I know for a fact how it feels when you first get started and after 30 minutes of doing the thing to get started, you already tell yourself, this isn't going to work. Or if you learned it from someone else online, this is a scam. This is a waste of my time. I'll never be able to get to my goals. You will tell yourself that stuff when you get started. I promise. You will go 30 minutes and then you will get bored and then you will not fucking touch it for the rest of the month or the rest of the day. It will happen. It's going to take time for you to get results. And that's why you have to be delusional. So if you're starting a business right now, my advice to you is to tell yourself, seriously, actually, look in the mirror first. Get up and look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I going to do this thing? Am I willing to do the amount of work required to get the outcome that I want? And I will tell you this right now, it is not going to be easy. It is not going to be 2 weeks. It's not going to be a month. It's going to be years of torment and stress every single day. But if you can handle stress and if you can handle the shit that's going to happen. And by the way, when I say stress, I'm not just talking about like, oh, this works hard. Hey, there's $5,000 on the line here for both parties. And you have to figure that out, or else you're going to lose $5,000 and they're going to lose $5,000. And who are they going to look at? You. Because it was your idea in the first place. Most likely. Especially getting started out, because they don't know who you are. So look yourself in the mirror and ask, am I going to do this? And then after you do that, tell yourself, once you say yes, if you say yes, then tell yourself, I will not fail. There is no plan B. There's no other option. If you're going to get into business, seriously, and you're in college for, say you're in college and you're doing, I don't know, engineering, or you're in there for nursing or whatever, drop out. Like, to prove to yourself that you're serious about it. Because nursing is now your plan B if you decide to do business. Or engineering is now your plan B. Unless business is the plan B, which is stupid. Pick one or the other. Because if you're doing 10 things at the same time, you will never ever succeed. But doing one thing and paying attention to that one thing that you're doing, you will get significantly higher results than if you don't pay attention to that one thing. Gather skills and do the work required. Moral of the story, you need to be delusional. Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself if you're really going to do this and you're willing to do what it takes. And then after that, tell yourself that you are not going to quit. This is plan A. You need to implant it into your mind that nothing is going to get in your way. Nothing is going to stop you. This is the end all be all, because if it does not happen, you will not live. And that's what happened to me. Because if this business ever failed, I don't have a second source of income. I don't have savings that would supply me for the next 6 months. I would have to immediately go out and get a job. And I will do everything I can to prevent that by happening by continuing working every single day. Yes, you will be up for 12 to 15 hours working every single day. It's Saturday night right now. I'm not out at a bar, and I don't want to. And that's how it goes. That's how business goes. But all right, I hope that pep talk just like kind of helped you out a little bit. If you like the video, go ahead and click the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. I will keep dropping these rants every single day. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day and get to work, get to business, because it's fun. And if that's what you were thinking about doing. But be delusional, man, because if you're not crazy, it's not going to work.